It was the style her mother often wore. Engraved on the inner side of the pendant were the letters MV, the initials of her mother's surname. "Your mother once came to me with this half-cross," the old man said as he took off the necklace. The rose pattern at the broken part coincided with Isabella's birthmark. She was a human spy the Bruyas had placed within the Ventru. "In the winter of 1890, she asked me to give your father's ring, ... Before he could finish, a dying groan came from the corner. A young girl was curled up on an iron rack. The bloody markings on her neck were creeping towards her pupils. Isabella instinctively took her hand. Suddenly, a bloody seam burst onto her retina. Behind the iron grill of the drainage system, a Dracula blood race member inserted a test tube into the girl's arm. The moment the dark red liquid was injected, the murmur of the first-generation prince echoed in her mind. "Become my eyes." The girl's memories came flooding back. On a rainy night 3 months ago, she had found a glowing coin in the sewer. The double helix pattern on the edge of the coin had pierced her fingertip, and the bloody liquid had seeped into the ground through the brick cracks. Isabella saw her own reflection in the sewage, and the girl's pupils had then crystallized. "It's the Dracula's blood tax experiment," Adrian said, placing his hand on her trembling shoulder, his voice so low that only they could hear. "They're cultivating virus receptors in type B blood people, just like what they did to Charlotte back then." Double quotes. He suddenly fell silent, his eyes fixed on the old man's cross. The old man lifted the straw mat in the corner, revealing bloody words on the stone wall. "In the 1462 Holy War, the church sealed the prince with the blood of the holy maidens, but sold the first-generation blood to the Draculas. What we safeguard is not the seal, but the symbiotic pact betrayed by the church." He pointed at Isabella's birthmark. "The rose mark on your mother is proof of the holy maiden's bloodline." Suddenly, the secret order emitted a blue light. Adrian quickly grabbed the parchment that was about to catch fire. New words emerged from the ashes. "The blood of the vessel can activate the Arctic reliquary. It is advisable to ally with the DRACULAS ... The signature was the rose emblem of the Ventru Council, but it was stamped with the double helix ink of the Dracula family. Isabella took a half step back and bumped into the stone wall with embedded blood crystals. Virus energy surged into her nerves through the birthmark. She saw that silver-colored blood flowed through the blood vessels of all the symbiotes. It was a silver powder potion injected by the Bruyas, which could temporarily suppress the virus, but form tiny ice cores in their hearts. "Adrian," she said, staring at the Ventru brand on his chest, "you've long known that my mother was from